Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I am 1 month into playing my new account, my free-to-play account. And I've got to be honest, I am absolutely loving the free-to-play experience. If you are a new player, let's say you've just come in on the Ninja hype train, then you should go back and check out my free-to-play series because it will just help you along the way in terms of what you should be doing, what steps you should take, and all that type of good stuff. So let's find out then where I am after a month. This is going to be like a 30 days in, highlights reel. What am I proud of? What's really kind of pushed on? What things was I a bit disappointed with? What things am I surprised about as a new player into this game? So we pick up our high to tune. Honestly, if I didn't already have Deacon in my squad, this would be a big day. High Katoon is a great champion, a great speed lead for your arena team, for general dungeon teams. She comes in as a massive new gain, but I've already got someone who does that job. So for me, she sits in the background. She'll just be like a faction war champion for me for a while. Let's just collect our regular packs. Make sure I don't somehow spend money. Now, let's start with the biggest shock. The biggest shock to me is the gem situation. I have deliberately not spent any gems apart from on my masteries and on the gem mine. Other than that, I spent maybe 40 on one refill one day when I was trying to get something done. And I've got another 986 gems in the bank. So what did I do? I first got my masteries on Kale, which I bought with gems. That was my first purchase. I then maxed my gem mine out as quickly as I could. Yeah, so that's 1,500 gems here. I then saved up for my next level 60, which was Geomancer, full masteries, bought those with gems, and I'm back up to 986. I'm ready to buy the next set of masteries. It blows my mind. After the third buy, I will just farm masteries in Minotaur. But for now, this is huge. So what I'm actually planning to do is to buy Ninja's masteries when I get Ninja tomorrow. It's actually huge. So for those people that can control themselves, like gem management's actually easy. Like, okay, I probably would progress in terms of leveling a bit faster if I just turned all of these gems into food, and I'd get a 6-star quicker than I am right now. But I think the hassle of farming masteries kind of outweighs that, and we do get quite a lot of energy in the game now in terms of kind of daily quests, all that type of stuff. I don't have like a shortage of energy really, so I'm kind of in a position now where I'm pretty comfortable. So gems has been my first big shock, and resource management around gems I've found pretty easy. Self-control is all you need, but certainly just turning this into a gem mine and masteries early on has been great. So that's been cool. The other thing which has been kind of a shock is how good advanced quests are for a newer player. As soon as you can unlock these bad boys, I think it was 35 I unlocked these, level 35. And since then, honestly, there's not many days where I haven't completed all of them. The only one which comes in as a challenge is whether I've got a team that can beat a faction war boss or not. Everything else in here I can do 100% of the time. So that's the only stumbler, which means I either get 8 or I get 10 upgrades towards these prizes on a daily basis. So I've actually secured my epic book pretty quickly, and I'm punching on towards my legendary book. Speed. And all of these extra Brucey bonuses just keep topping you up. Topping up your gems, topping up your energy, all that type of stuff. So I found those kind of easy. The next big shock is the arena. Flipping heck. The arena. I've been as high as gold 3 in the arena. I'm gold 2 right now. I'm punching up on my arena medals. Check this out. Arena medals. My Great Hall's kind of got some development already. I can go again really soon. So I've got like 23 more medals before I get a stage 5 Great Hall 30 days in, which is nuts. And for the arena, what am I doing? I'm literally just kind of looking through the page, and I'm like, do any of these teams kind of feel doable? So I probably would try this one. I'm looking really for, first thing I look for is, are the team powers reasonable? So, are somewhere close to my level. If they are, I've probably got a good chance of winning them. I haven't completely kind of tuned this team to be awesome, by the way. They're still in their gear that they've been wearing for a long time. but they're also not bad. You know, compared to the teams I'm fighting, they're kind of just of the right level. So I'm winning plenty of fights, a couple more medals. Probably give this one a go as well. Try and get a couple more medals. And before long, we will be punching our way higher. So before long, we're going to... Looks like I'm going to lose this one. We're going to re-gear the squad. Okay, I kind of... Let's leave that one as a loss. I've thrown people in gear early on, and then really I've left them. I've left them in their current builds, and I don't want to waste silver moving gear around too much early on, because honestly, it's just about farm champions, farm medals, and this kind of, you know, building a team to be at their kind of highest strength. Right now, I don't need to, because I'm still just progressing at a good rate. You know, even teams like this with a higher team power, because I can see they don't have a speed lead, and really there's nothing to this team that makes any sense, I can just come in and I know that I've got a really good chance of winning this, unless they're just super tanky. So we get rid of their only real kind of threat of damage. And it might take a fight, but I should win this fight. Just because they don't really have like a win condition. Or their only win condition is sat right down here, wondering what went wrong, wondering why his team didn't have someone with drop defense in it, wondering why his team didn't have someone with an increased speed buff in it. And we're going to get around and slam these guys down. So the arena has been a good experience. Now, I would say if you are a newer player watching this series, the arena in Raid, the experience goes up and down, up and down. It's like this massive roller coaster. Sometimes it's like this and you're living the good life. Sometimes you're in the gutter and you can't get yourself out of bronze. We're in the good spell right now. We're in a good spell. Who knows how long this lasts? This very easily could dip back down to a bad spell tomorrow. This is probably going to be a loss because she's quicker than I am. So the arena has been really good fun, and I've been punching on with the medals. 3 versus 3 arena, I've not been punching up any higher levels, but I have been farming Drexar tokens every day. And you can see I've now got 1,700 tokens, 1,700 gold bars. So I've got way more than I need to just be getting fragments. So I'm actually in a position now where I can start to choose other things to collect. I've got loads of rare skill tomes. I'm not fussed about that. So I'll probably start buying energy when it comes to the next kind of set of fusions and stuff like that. But bam, I'm actually starting to over-index on my tokens, my gold bars now compared to what I need. That's cool as well. So I've been fighting the 3 versus 3. And all I've been doing in this, guys, really similar to the main arena. I do a refresh. I'm looking for low team power teams compared to me. And I just go in there and I blow them up. I blow up as many as I can on that page, and then I'll come back. Honestly, I just leave it sitting on a screen, and I just hit refresh whilst I'm doing other stuff. Refresh, are there any fights I can take? 1 or 2, 3 or 4, whatever. I'll take those fights. I get my gold bars in the bank, and then I'll leave it again. And there's not... I think there might have been like a couple of days early on where I didn't find fights that were easy. But honestly, you should be able to pretty much always get 2 wins minimum, if not 3 wins, on a number of the fights on your refreshes. So you can see here, this is actually my big team at the end for the weaklings. Sometimes I have to kind of actually make big brain decisions, like like where do I want to put my strongest champs? But there's plenty of this type of easy picking fights that pop up time to time. So all of that's been fine. I've had no challenges really against those type of things at all. The clan boss has been a revelation. So we've got a couple of hours before a reset. I pretty much 1 key hard. I 1 key normal for sure. Not done it this time. And brutal. Brutal I need to hit 21 million for a max chest. And we're on day 30 here. And my clan boss team is rocking and rolling. So now I can 4 key brutal. 4 key brutal in 30 days. Pretty proud of that. I mean, Geomancer is doing a ton of work. Kale does a ton of work. That's why I picked him as my starter. I guess I kind of got a bit lucky with champion pools. You know, Deacon's a good champion. I've had Apothecary since quite early, and he's solid. But we've only got 2 level 60s in here, and level 60s make a big, big difference when you're talking clan boss damage. Also, when you're talking about healing yourself. So anyone who's able to proc a tier 6 mastery like War Master or Giant Slayer is able to heal up to full when you've either got Leech out or if you're in Lifesteal Gear. You see how Kale heals to full really easily? So the other fellas can't really heal to full in any kind of, decent way. Apothecary's got a nice heal on him. I've got my Shamrock in Regeneration Gear. That's how his healing pops up. And Geomancer is relying on the Leech debuff and relying on Apothecary for heals. But we do a lot of damage. I mean, Geomancer is just an absolute beast. He's an absolute beast for the amount of damage we do. Check out when I'll show on the next AoE. See how big the hits are back at the clan boss when we get the AoEs going. So 2.2 million here. We're on a Force Affinity, which is actually not great for me. It means that Kale's taking a load of hits. Check out this AoE. Look at all of the Retribution hits we get. Did we get any? No, he used up his HP burn. We'll do it next time. We didn't get any. Bad timing, bad timing. Here we go. HP burns back on. Now look at this. Hits going back at the clan boss. Bam. Bam. How many do you want? Tons. Sometimes you get a load of Giant Slayer procs. Sometimes you don't get many. I didn't get many that time. So it's a bit of RNG. And I am missing a decrease attack champion to really extend the fight here. If I had a decrease attack champion in and one more 60, I think I'd be on like a 2-key brutal already, which is massive. So this has been a real highlight for me, coming in again and having a challenge on clan boss. It's been a lot of fun, actually. And before long, as I say, my silver's kind of low. Silver's been really difficult to manage. But before long, we will be re-gearing champions to start to be sort of specialists in different areas of the game. I don't have enough level 60s to do that yet. And honestly, all through the free-to-play series, I've had a focus of get more level 60s, get more level 60s. I've got 2 so far in 30 days. And really, my next challenge is still to get my 3rd level 60. I'm still putting a lot of time into leveling champions, and I'll show you my food situation in a second. So on turn 11 here, against Brutal, we start to take some reasonable hits. Because Brutal, Brutal clan boss, it hits hard. Especially when you don't have a decrease attack champion out there. And that's really a big thing that I'm missing. I don't have any good pulls for a decrease attack yet. Starting to take quite a lot of damage. Very reliant on the increased defense from Shamrock to really get me through this far. Probably going to start losing people, yeah. So there goes Apothecary. So there goes my other source of healing. 5.5 million though, which is nice. What's funny as well is even when Geomancer's dying, he still does his Retribution hit. There's a nice little revive. And again, 6.5 million. This is a solid key. We're going to end up close to 7 mil, I think. 6.7, there you go. It's a pretty solid key for a brutal hit. And that gets me up to, what, 21 million after 3 keys. Oh, have I done it? 21 point... Oh, man, I'm so close. I'm so close to already have done it. So I'm a 1 key away, but I'm actually super close to have actually 3 key in Brutal already. Day 30. Nuts. Faction Wars, I've been kind of driving on. You can see some factions we do well, some factions not as well, but everywhere I've kind of been punching on. And all I've been doing here is, so you can see like 5, 7, 6, 14, 14, 11, 28, 20, 9, 5, 6. All I've been doing is just where I've got a good champion. I've been kind of riding on his coattails. Anyone who's kind of like a potential champion for Faction Wars for the end, I've just put some rubbish gear on so that they've at least got something going on. Yeah, so if we look at these people in the vault, you can see I've got just level 8 gear across the board, level 8 gear across the board, level 8 gear across the board. None of it great gear, but it just means that I can push my way through early level faction wars and get what are really great rewards. Yeah, so all of these extra shards, chickens, books, energy, it's all nice stuff. So you definitely don't want to sleep at it. Plus, I get the forge materials, and the forge is brilliant for a new player. Perception gear, absolutely brilliant. Fatal gear actually came from Doomtown. I'll show you that in a second. Perception gear has been absolutely brilliant at building out my champions. You know, if we look at champion builds right now, one set perception here, one set perception here. He doesn't need it. One set here. One set here. So almost all of my main champions that need to land some sort of debuffs have got one set of perception gear on to give them the stats to land stuff. Geomancer literally just in all forge materials. Kale in the original lifesteal gear and 2 forge materials. Basically punching speed, 180, accuracy, and then really crit rate and some damage so that he can do his job in the arena. Geomancer punching crit rate, accuracy, speed again. It's like similar sort of stats that I'm looking at right now because I know that I can't stay alive for a long time without more level 60s. If we look at the kind of food situation, I have pretty much got my vault full of people that I'm just keeping for faction wars, all for the fusion for Razin. So anyone who's a fusion champion like these, literally just in there waiting for that day that Razin is going to be available. These guys are all faction war fellas as well. And then I'm just kind of leveling up food. So we've got 1 5-star chicken here, ready to go. 4-star here. And I've got a bunch of level 30s, which are ready to be upgraded to 4 stars. So I think it's probably going to be about another few days with a bit of focus before I get my next 6-star. And it'll be Ninja, the new legendary that's coming out, who will be massive for my account. That's actually a huge one for this account. Plenty of level 20 stuff here as well. All ready to be kind of upgraded on food. So we're still focused really on that area of the game. That's the biggest focus for me, is just leveling champs. I have done some work in the Doom Tower. I got myself up to the Scarab boss. Honestly, if silver wasn't a challenge, I think I could beat the Scarab boss. If I just changed people's gear around, if I made Geomancer a destroy set Geomancer, I think I straight up do it. I'm also on the hunt for these Blood Shield rings. Yeah, Blood Shield. This comes from clan versus clan stuff. I've got a couple of Blood Shield things. One on my Apothecary. It might be possible if I level 60 the Apothecary that Apothecary could just beat the Scarab boss by himself. Possible, I'm not sure. But I don't have much in the way of Blood Shield other than those. So I don't have much in the way of shield champions. I've got a Valerie. She doesn't do the job well enough on her own. But if I change Geomancer's gear into destroy gear, potentially I do it straight up. So I might try that later on. But silver's been a challenge, and I've kind of been waiting on the next artifact upgrade event before I start moving gear around again, which is coming today. So every time I don't really burn any silver until there's a big artifact event going on. So yeah, for Doom Tower, I am farming though on auto Magma Dragon every day. Every day I farm stage 1 15 times and I get a bunch of this. And all you want to do, so I save these for clan versus clan because it gives you a load of points. And then for 1,000 silver, I'm not throwing any upgrades into this. So I've only got 3 to 4 star gear that I can get. But for 1,000 silver, we make something. Most of them are trash and I sell them. 15 times what I paid. Yeah, this is a big silver farm. But 4 speed boots we're keeping. So they're all right. They're definitely going at least a faction war champion. The other area that I've been farming now, so I've moved on to farming Nightmare stage 6 of Palace of Aravia. Okay, why am I doing that? I want 6-star boots. So we put food in here. And this is big, by the way. This is a big way to get yourself the boots you want for your speed champions, whilst also farming your food. So Kale comes in, does his job as your campaign farmer, can still just about manage a solo farm at this level. So it's tougher actually. You need to, it needs to be a bit more solid. But honestly, it's been a 100% rate for me. So as long as it's a 100% rate, I don't care if it's a bit slower. I am getting good experience for my champions, and I'm also getting the chance of 6-star speed boots, and that's massive. So this is quite a nasty wave. But again, as I say, as long as it's a 100% win rate, I don't care. Don't care how long it takes. We just want to slam people down. Kale keeps doing his job. He's like that. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. No, I'm full health. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. No, I'm good. So Kale doing his work. You're dead, Tyrell. You're dead. 1-on-1. No one beats a Kale 1-on-1. See you later. So 1 minute farm. It's not quick, but there's a chance of this being a 6-star speed boot. Okay, and we also get really good experience for our champs. It's not the most efficient use of my energy, but if I do land some speed boots, and I actually do have, I've had a set of 5-star from it and another set of 4-star with some substats, so we're kind of getting somewhere. Ooh, they're actually nice. 6-star boots from Ninja. Thank you, Ninja. So yeah, so that's where I've been farming now to get my champions leveled, at the same time trying to get some more 6-star speed boots. But yeah, the other thing I've really focused on is missions. So I want to get Arbiter as quickly as I can. She'll be a game changer for me. There's also really good kind of prizes along the way. A lot of gems along the way. That's a big store of where my gems have been coming from. Energy refills along the way. And generally what you find is you have like a stopgap like this. And then once you complete that, you then sail through a load more until you get your next stopgap. So you tend to do 4 or 5 missions on the trot. So if I beat this one here, which might even be today for me, yeah, I can top up on a resource that I need. So it's always good to top up on your potions. You'll see that I'm able to beat stage 17 on the Arcane Keep. I've been punching on anytime I've done one of these missions really to kind of 15 plus on the stages. So I'll do that today. And in dungeons, I really have not spent any time. I did some dragon farm when there was that speed boost frenzy on, and I farmed stage 13. Spider, I farmed a bit of stage 13 to get myself a couple of banners in and a few rings and bits and pieces. I've not spent any time here, albeit I did beat it to I had a day where I just thought I'll see how far I can push it. But you can see pretty much 13 to 14 is the area I'm at for dungeons without focusing on it at all. It's not been any sort of focus in my head. So I'm still in that place. Dungeons for me are kind of like, are still a way off. More 6-star champions is still what I'm on. So that's a pretty solid overview. I have massively enjoyed the free-to-play so far. In fact, I look forward to playing this account more than I do my main account right now. That's the honest truth. Really been enjoying it. So we keep punching on. And yeah, hopefully the next time I do a big update video, we'll have a 6-star ninja to show you as well. I've been Hell Hades, smashing my way through free-to-play. I will see you later.